am the Revolution Samuels, and your daily sermon has begun. Because there has been a lot of victims of the sins of modern Star Wars having been assimilated into the collective of Satan known as Kathleen Kennedy. And Gina Carano just might be the biggest victim out of all of them, if only for how much she clearly has been enjoying the bonbons in this past decade or so, when you take a good look at what she looked like in her mixed martial arts days. But now I see that there is some justice coming her way, because now in her ongoing case against the evil slave drivers that have consumed the beauty and glory of Star Wars since 2012, now are being forced in a U.S. District Court down there in the Sinner's Paradise of Los Angeles to hand over documents related to this case, oh yes, and those that will be involved in the documentation involving her co-stars there and other productions related to The Mandalorian, like Pedro Pascal and Carl Weathers, and even Rosario Dawson of all people. And seeing this now, it fills me with the light to see that the world is turning. Now we know that the Lord makes sure that the world turns on its axis all the time, all day, every single day. But as it turns on its axis also, the mood, the condition of how we, as the righteous ones, will continue to evolve and to change. And by that I do mean that for every time that there is 40 years of darkness, that there are volcanoes and earthquakes, that there are dogs and cats living together, there will be a time where the mass hysteria will stop, where the last Jedi will be disintegrated, and rising from its ashes will be the second biggest victim of Star Wars' perversion besides Star Wars itself, Gina Carano, finally now having the district court on her side, and them doing something in the way that no longer can the sinners of the Mouse House go and be able to continue to stall and file continuances and refuse and try to pause. The same tired old tactics that little greedy, conniving, invincible to consequences studios like to pull. People like, say, Disney, the type of those companies in which when you've got somebody, like the little guy, and here, the irony that the little guy is somebody as big as Gina Carano these days, wants to go and rightfully take them to court over something they're doing wrong, what those companies will do will continue to file continuances and extensions and delay the proceedings, hoping it does not wind up getting to those court proceedings at all. But well, it don't matter if it's Disney or if it's Blake Lively. And when Justin Baldoni or Gina Carano are going up against them, you will wind up going up against people where, if they actually do bring the actual hard evidence, unlike what CNN tried to bring to our current president, you will eventually face a case where only the most corrupt as all hell court system will ignore the details of how the perpetrator was victimizing, the victim. And that is what Gina Carano is bringing, the way Justin Baldoni is bringing that to Blake Lively right now. And well, if you didn't think that Disney was already the land of the Jezebels and that Blake Lively herself was the land of Jezebels, well then just good old remember who was standing in the background in the middle of this little moment right here.
By thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something, not about me or about this place, but about you. All right, everybody, we are here because of you.
And now, don't you see that? Doesn't that bring an awful lot of things into light when you take one good long look at good old little Blakey right there, being able to be involved right next to a lady like that at a ceremony that involves such a disgusting man right there who pretty much embodied evil in Hollywood so much that the company he made his name on was made big by it being a subsidiary of the same people that wound up kicking Gina Carano to the curb. But remember, they can only kick up women like that to the curb when it comes to contracts and contract law and casting, not in an actual bit of combat. And when you look at her being somebody that got into Hollywood on action roles on the back of people involved as filmmakers wanting to build roles and vehicles around her, whether it be Jon Favreau or whether it be the Academy Award-winning director of Aaron Brockovich, Steven Soderbergh, making the movie Haywire as one giant action vehicle for her. Now you see what happens when those filmmakers that did everything they could for on her behalf wind up now being cowards and not saying anything and having no comment for her being kicked away because they want to save their own butts instead of standing up for her in public the way they stood up for her behind the scenes to get her roles like that. It just shows that, yes, there is cream rising to the top, and there is shit that is sinking. And since Disney seems to be nothing but shit, they are sinking right all the way back down into the ninth circle of hell where they belong. And now for that, I want to thank everyone who has watched. I want you all to go out of your way to make sure that you support all this by subscribing and by becoming a channel member and by following the second link in the description below to my art store where you'll find the artwork that's there for sale, the artwork you can go and commission, or just simply drop in a donation. And for all of that now, your daily sermon is done.